Hey, the budget rule millions follow worldwide was designed in the 1990s pro, and life has completely changed since. You follow 50-30-20 faithfully every month a show, yet somehow you still fall short and never build real wealth. The real problem, Clay, this rule was designed when housing, food, and essential costs were a fraction of today's prices. In 2026, essential costs globally have risen so high that the old ratio simply cannot work for most people. The first failure carding. Housing costs alone now consume 40 to 6% of income in most cities worldwide. The rule allocates 50% for all needs cone, but rent alone already exceeds that for millions of people globally. When housing breaks your 50% needs budget, everything else collapses. Savings, wants, and financial progress all disappear. The fixed domain. The new 2026 ratio raises the needs ceiling to 55%, but demands aggressive cost optimization within it. Within your needs, apply the 30% housing rule. Proud. Keep rent or mortgage under 30% of take-home pay. Today, crowd. Calculate exactly what percentage of your take-home pay goes to housing and write it down right now. The second failure cunding. Allocating 30% to wants actively trains your brain to overspend on lifestyle every month. 30% of a $40,000 income means $12,000 guilt-free on wants purchase. That is far too much. A 30% wants allocation normalizes lifestyle inflation prod, meaning you permanently prioritize enjoyment over building any lasting wealth. The fixed way. Slash wants to 10% temporarily and redirect that 20% directly into building your wealth foundation. Delayed lifestyle satisfaction is the single most powerful wealth building strategy. Enjoy far more later by spending less now. Today, Crown, identify your 3 biggest wants expenses and cut at least one completely for the next 90 days. The third failure PEDS. The rule says save 20%, but saving cash and investing are completely different things. Saving 20% in a low interest account while inflation runs at 4% means you're losing ground every year. 20 years of saving cash instead of investing could cost you hundreds of thousands in lost compound growth forever. The fixed perm, the new ratio splits the 20% into 15% investing and 5% liquid emergency savings. 15% invested in diversified index funds grows at 7 to 10% annually per PO, far outpacing any savings account. Today, open your banking app and check exactly how much of your saved money is actually being invested right now. The fourth failure, the 50-30-20 rule has no separate emergency fund bucket, leaving you dangerously exposed. When an emergency hits and you have no dedicated fund, you raid investments or go into debt to survive. Without a dedicated emergency buffer, one unexpected expense completely resets months or even years of careful wealth building progress. The fixed tone, the new ratio carves out a dedicated 5% emergency buffer completely separate from your investment allocation. Build your emergency fund first to 3 months of expenses a pour, then redirect that 5% fully into investments. Today, Chirao, open a separate account labeled Emergency Fund and set up a small automatic transfer starting this week. The fifth failure payan, the rule gives debt no special urgency, treating high interest debt like any ordinary monthly expense. High interest debt at 15 to 20% annually destroys wealth faster than almost any investment can possibly build it. Carrying high interest debt while following 50-30-20 means you invest at 10% and lose at 20 simultaneously. The fixed PAO, the new ratio, creates a dedicated 20% debt elimination bucket that attacks high-interest debt aggressively first. Eliminating 20% debt costs beats earning 10% returns. Debt payoff is your single best guaranteed investment. Today, Frau, list every debt with its interest rate and calculate the total interest you are paying per month right now. The sixth failure, Tamin, the rule assumes your income is high enough that 50% comfortably covers all essential needs. For lower and middle income earners globally, essential costs regularly consume 6 to 70% of income, a REN, not 50. Following a rule that doesn't fit your income creates guilt, failure, and eventually complete abandonment of budgeting altogether. The fixed spin, The new 2026 ratio is a flexible framework you personally adjust to your real income and real costs. Start where you are fat. Even a 60-20, 10-10 split beats following a broken rule that does not fit. Today high, write your real current split. What percentage actually goes to needs, investing, debt, and wants right now? Write your REAL budget split right now, today. Now you know exactly why the old rule is broken. Here is your complete new 2026 budget ratio fast. Raise your needs ceiling to 55% with aggressive cost-cutting and slash wants to just 10% now. Split your savings into 15% investing and 5% emergency fund, kept completely separate always. Attack high-interest debt with 20% PIAN and adjust the entire ratio to match your real personal financial situation. The 50-30-20 rule served its time, Crow, but your 2026 financial reality demands a smarter and more powerful system. Bonus tip, Cat. Review and rebalance your entire budget ratio every 6 months as your income and life situation evolve. Which of these 6 failures hit you hardest? Drop your current budget split in the comments. How? I read everything. Subscribe to Money Quill. Have a new money secret every week to build your wealth. See you soon.